It's Week 8 of the 2022 season, and there's no love lost between these NFC South foes. It's the Panthers and the Falcons, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Full football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Falcons in this matchup. It's a relatively balanced offense. The next-gen stats kind of bear that out. What do you think they'll be looking to do in this one?
I think it'll be exactly what you just talked about. They'll want to be balanced on offense, which means to them, they'll want everyone involved. See if they can get some one-on-ones in the passing game. Maybe identify some situation where they can swing the ball to the backs in space. Even find some spots where they just want to play some old-fashioned power football. As one of the most successful coaches in the league told us once, the definition of balanced offense, that means you can do what you want when you want to, not necessarily just running it 50% of the time.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here are the Panthers out for their first possession and leading the offense in his first season with the team, quarterback Baker Mayfield.
I love this quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. Pushes him over, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Right back to Hubbard. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. A check on the numbers last week for Hubbard. 21 carries, 73 yards, and a touchdown.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and Coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
Yeah, this was just really well done on 3rd down because he doesn't have a lot of time to analyze things. He's got to make a snap decision and go. And his decision there, right on. He rocketed in and made the play.
And the next-gen stats show us the top speed there, better than 18 miles an hour. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Falcons now get to stretch their wings on offense here, and at quarterback for them is a former 2nd overall pick who spent 4 seasons as a starter in Tennessee, Marcus Mariota.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he
And right away, he lost the football. And the Panthers have recovered. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower post-game. Extra point safely through, and it's now a 7-0 game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Now, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Opening carry of the game for Cordarrelle Patterson. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The Falcons at 3-4 on the year coming into play. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Mayfield on first down. And Thomas has it. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. To throw again on second down. Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Able to complete this to Shenault. And he is going to have a Panthers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Flush to his right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Mayfield to throw it. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. On third down, here's a run by Hubbard. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Hubbard. So a good spin move, but not a whole lot to show after as he's taken down. Foreman. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll run for it. It's Hubbard. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it was Chuba Hubbard who finished it off with a touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Some more great football coming your way in prime time to wrap up the month of October. It starts tonight. Could it be a Super Bowl preview? The Packers and Bills from Buffalo at 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow, Halloween night, Monday Night Football, the Bengals and Browns from Cleveland. And how this game has changed in importance in recent years. That starts at 8:15 Eastern. Play fake. Mariota sliding out of the pocket. And he fires one incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mariota. He's going to try and go deep again. He's got a man complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Mariota eluding the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Mariota. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. That time a 6-play drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here comes Chuba Hubbard. Let's take a closer look at it. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. From the 35 on 2nd down, Mayfield. Thomas has got it, complete. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, a free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing, Mayfield. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely, because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. This pass complete to Higgins. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he'll go down at the 28. A first down throw for Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. From the 22, Mayfield. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. The Panthers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Checks this down to Hubbard. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Always important as a defender on third down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the first down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
They'll run for it. This is Foreman. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bird. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. From the 24, Mariota. Got a man, it's London. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, Mariota. Finding Kyle Pitts running the slant. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Again, it's Mariota. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London with 2 touchdowns of the season, both in this game. And the Falcons are an extra point away from evening this one up. In the second quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Coup now for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive of 4 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sideline telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage. Mayfield over the middle. He's got Shenault. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Mayfield. He gets it to Thomas. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
All right, Brandon, good work in that first half. More from you guys in a minute. But first, let's get to some scores right here on the day before Halloween. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the first half for Carolina. And in a tie ball game, they've got to be asking themselves, what can we do to get this passing game on track for the second half to come? Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball out? Do you give them a red light? Do you keep them in? Green light, let them go? Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after that costly error.
Yeah, you know what I remember from that meeting? He brought donuts.
I like him.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
But he's not happy right now.
No, don't tell everyone how many I had.
First down, Mayfield. He finds his man, complete. It's Thomas. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Looking to throw again on second down. Mayfield. And he'll go right back to Thomas, complete again. And the Panthers are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll run here with Hubbard. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Deontay Foreman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have moved out in front. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. For this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was finished off by Deontay Foreman on the touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Mariota now. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down. Here's Mariota. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Throwing is Mariota. Steps away to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Shifts by him. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Mayfield on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. A second down throw for Mayfield. He's got the connection to Moore. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Mayfield looks to throw. Looking underneath and finding Hubbard. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Atlanta regains possession of the football. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. To throw again on second down. Mariota targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Mariota on 1st down. He's going to find Edwards open downfield. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Couple first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. They'll throw again. Mariota. It's Edward. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And a little floater there is incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Mayfield now. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this will win a ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they'll take over here following the interception with a chance to tie the ball game. It's 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Following the interception here, Mariota. And caught by London. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Mariota. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Marcus Mariota from 17 yards out. And the Falcons take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 21. Teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A give up the middle, Hubbard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. 1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. A give running right, it's Hubbard down to about the 37. The run got 4, now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's Higgins. And he is going to have a Panthers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll give this to Hubbard running right to the 27-yard line. Second down, another chance for Hubbard. Down to the 25. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. That's Hubbard. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Mayfield to throw it. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Laviska Shenault, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Patterson running between the tackles. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. To throw is Mariota. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
From the gun, Mariota. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Corner blitz that time by J.C. Horn, and he got home and dropped him. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. On second down, here's a run with Hubbard. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Able to complete this to Chenault. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
First down, Mayfield. Looking sideline, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a give. It's Hubbard going left. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 116 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2nd down, Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. To the right side and complete to Thomas. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there. Saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing, Mayfield. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So here is Mariota and the Falcons. Down by 10, just over 2 minutes to go. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning. A first down throw for Mariota. London hauls this one in. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Mariota. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Forced out to his left. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. To throw, Mariota. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's now first down and 9 yards.
Here's Mariota. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Desperation time. Mariota on fourth down. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that one.
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Down to one knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
What a performance. All those points put on the board. And Charles, it wasn't just by the offense. The defense put some points on the board as well. They were solid today.
Yeah, it was a complete effort to secure the win, and both sides of the ball made big plays. But how demoralizing is it when the opposing defense can take one all the way back against you? And that was the case here. That really sparked them to victory.
So for the Panthers,
a loss would have really hurt, but as it stands, it's an important win as they move to 3-5 on the year.
And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they will get a home date